Please put your hands together for your country. Thank you.
Members of the media, our different Star Alliance partners. This is the first time Nigerians are seeing Star Alliance partners who believe in new Nigeria. Star Alliance partners who believe in building the new Nigeria. And we are happy that almost 20 different organizations are partnering with us to ensure that this happens. And all of them are present. I believe all of you will have time to speak. But then some of our dignitaries who came from far and wide, I want to welcome you specially. Bishop Onoha, our candidate for Abia State, governorship candidate for Abia State. You're welcome. Our candidate for governorship candidate for Gombe State, Nafiu Bala, Alaji. Is he around? You're welcome. And the leaders of different delegations and party leaders, I welcome you. This is not time for me to do any major speech. Our BOT chairman is going to conduct the major reason why we are here. But then there are also people who are contesting other elections, like the Senate, somebody who is representing the people who are contesting for. We already introduced the two governorship candidates who are here to represent all the other governorship candidates. That's Bishop Onoha and Nafiu Bala, governorship candidate for Abia and governorship candidate for Gombe. They're here representing all the governorship candidates. You know, this is the height of elections, so people are at the field working. Peter Obi and his vice, they would have been here, but they're in Zaria now. They're in Zaria now. So most people are out there campaigning. I know that the representative of the Senate, people who are contesting for Senate, they sent their representative here. I think the senatorial candidate of FCT, is he here? Senatorial candidate of FCT, Paul Obasi. We welcome you and continue in the same force. The House of Rep candidate representative, yeah, Jonathan, Acha, she's here. Okay, she's here. And then Juliet Ekare. Okay. And for House of Assemblies, I know that there are some people who are equally representing them. We welcome all of you. But we know what we are all involved in, and I know you're all working very hard. God will crown all our efforts. It's not for me to take any time at all. It's just to say welcome to all of you. And we've done our prayers, and God will see that today is a marvelous day. Today will be the game changer in this whole campaign. Whomever our BOT chairman will get up, and the imams, the religious leaders, and all of you here present will say, we are working for this person. The person becomes the next president. I can assure you. And we are going to have another occasion to bring everybody here again after Saturday, for us to celebrate that the person we endorsed today has become the president of the country. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. ADC, very much.
Thank you
for the common good. We stand at the threshold of yet another election. And what weighs heavier on the scale of our needs as Nigerians are economic recovery and national security. This is an opportunity to address the socio-economic injustice that we are faced with in Nigeria and steer us back on the path of nationhood. After 22 years of democratic misfire, Nigerians are doing more than just vote. We are removing sentiments, ignoring the party tags, blurring the prejudices, and reaching beyond party and religious inklings to look at individual competence and integrity of contenders for the #1 seat in Nigeria. It is indeed our conviction that the Labour Party presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, and his running mate, Senator Dati Baba Ahmed, will enthrone good governance and accountable stewardship for our common good. Men who can lead with a fear of God and integrity and fashion a new Nigeria for all of us, young, old, men, women, able and the vulnerable. Having personally perused and compared the principles in the manifesto of the Labour Party with my gubernatorial manifesto for a new Abia, I have no doubt that Mr. Peter Obi is prepared mentally and physically. For the job of overcoming our paradoxical underdevelopment and cultivating a new Nigerian personality for us here and now, and for our children unborn, because our children will ask us, what did we do today? We share philosophy and manifesto with Mr. Peter Obi in the area of education, women, health, youth policies, as well as traditional institutions and traditional rulers and culture. Fits my idealistic pluralism of a leader with conscience who will hear the voices of the aged, vulnerable, groups, and physically challenged. He remains our preferred candidate for his integrity and willingness to fashion a new Nigeria, meeting the aspiration of low and middle income earners while bringing to birth an ethical renaissance which will transform our present decadent psyche. The man, Peter Obi, is like a torchbearer holding out light at the end of the tunnel of Nigerian lost compass. And I feel confident that a social contract with Mr. Obi is a charter of good fortune for Nigerians. So help us God. Bishop Dr. Sunday Ndukwo Onoha, Abia State Governorship candidate for African Democratic Congress. God bless you.
Very warm good afternoon to all of you. I don't want to waste much time. I'll go through the prepared speech we have here, as it captures the essence of our meeting and our gathering today at this very important crossroads in the history of our country, Nigeria. I begin. We founded this party over 16 years ago, and we knew that it was not going to be easy. But we committed to invest ourselves in the struggle. At that time, we were sure that the structures in place that holds Nigeria were so fluid and indisciplined. They were corrupted as well. We saw them as too frail to carry this country. Almost every Nigerian today shares this sentiment with us. Time has indeed proved us right. We told ourselves that we are going to be the grassroots political party with an inclusive culture and unique character that will champion the transformation of Nigeria and indeed the African continent. A party to birth a new Nigerian nation where opportunities abound for all as a result of justice, rich diversity, principles and values, and creative leadership with capacity to inspire the greatest innovative pursuits among our youths and our entire people. A nation where every one of us and our future generation can dream big dreams and see the dreams come to reality. A nation where no one is oppressed. Are we succeeding? Sure, we are succeeding. We never fooled ourselves that we were going to produce the president of this great country in 10 years. We knew that nation building is in a highly corrupted space is a big struggle. Things may be murky today, but the signs of the rainbow are beginning to be evident to show that we have made good progress. In 2018, the African Democratic Congress emerged as the party of choice after due diligence and scrutiny conducted by eminent Nigerians and the leaders of civil society in this country. And despite our struggle we have faced in the last 6 months as a party, our determination has made us even stronger. We presently have over 1,400 candidates running for various positions as governors, as senators, as members of the House of Representatives, and members of various states' House of Assemblies. And within the last 4 months, different youth and women organizations have openly endorsed ADC and proposed to work with our grassroots candidates in the next elections. Nigeria in diaspora are also solidly behind us, with over 200 of them as our candidates across all regions. Today, we come together as a family, and a formidable third force, our grand patron and Board of Trustee members, our National Executive Council, our National Working Committee, our Diaspora Network, our National Youth Council, to take a stand in solidarity, moving forward to a viable presidential candidate the entire nation is clamoring for. After due diligence and critical assessment of the 17 presidential candidates and what they have to offer Nigerians, and after consulting our grand patrons and other leaders of the party, we have decided that the Obi-Dati movement is a worthy cause to endorse. Today, we form this Star Alliance for one purpose only: to ensure a loud and a resounding victory. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, it has been over 22 years since we embraced democracy as a nation. The first presidential elections that heralded the Republic was held in 1999. In a week's time, we'll be coincidentally marking the eve of the event with which General Olusegun Obasanjo, one of the highly respected military veterans and a woman of Ogun State and Southwest Nigeria, was elected president of this country. The Star Alliance is significantly needed because we must decide to shape the space mindfully going forward to believe that this country will not be doomed. A whole generation of people within 25 years or so have passed since the period we have had the annulment of the June 12 elections in 1993. Democracy was as a result of combined effort and sacrifice of many civil leaders, concerned professionals, labor, and the rest of them, as well as Nigeria's international friends, of whom we know have great interest in what happens to this country. Today, Nigeria has become more divided than ever before. Leaders at national and state levels have learned the art of designing and borrowing framework to source for money across the world while they leave the country and future generations in perpetual debt. For over 2 years now, Nigeria has maintained a shameful record of being the poverty capital of the world. The insurgency and banditry that has bedeviled our country is mind-boggling. Boko Haram, kidnapping, dangerous activities of various agitators have infiltrated our country and is causing concern all over Africa. Despite our huge borrowing and infrastructural benefits, Nigeria is certainly not beyond redemption. Apart from the present CBN policy that has taken people back to serious poverty, fuel hike and other national issues are worrisome. If anything outwardly happened to our democracy, the National Assembly, the Independent National Electoral Commission, and political parties will be the most hit, and if this happens, we will not have a place in history. We do not stand alone in solidarity in this alliance. As we're talking to you, we have here members of various groups from civil society and professionals that have joined us in this endorsement. However, while everything within our power in our position to ask members to support and vote for Peter Obi and Deti Baba Ahmed as our adopted presidential and vice presidential candidate, it is our request that the collaboration be more effective for ADC candidates that are running for governors, Senate, and House of Representatives, as well as State House of Assemblies in areas where Labour Party does not have the strength we have for them to be able to also support our candidates. This will enable the two parties to have a good number of legislators to back the Dati Obi presidency. As we stand, we are aware of quite a number of candidates who have personally endorsed the Peter Obi movement. In the same vein, our position, democracy, projections are firmly based on a government of national unity, collegiate and transformational leadership in which we believe this alliance will highly benefit from. As victory in next elections, the elections coming up this weekend of February 25th, 2023, we encourage every Nigerian to go out there to vote massively for Obi Dati for President and Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless you all. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
ADC! In the person of Professor Pat Utomi.
Okay. ADC. ADC. And you sit down. Okay. Our distinguished colleagues from the Labour Party, yeah. I am almost intimidated by the number of microphones in front of me. But this is a happy day for Nigeria. Labour Party! Labour Party! Mama, Papa, Pikin! God is a Nigerian. God loves our country. This is why in challenging times, God throws up men who think together about Nigeria, for Nigeria, and not about themselves. One generation ago, the ADC led the challenge of creating a third way, a new path to a new Nigeria. It did its best to bring together our finest to seek to change our country. But all of us know today that God's time is the best. In these times, if you don't see the hand of God in the emergence in popular support of the Labour Party candidates, Peter Gregory Obi and Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed, as the ones to stop Nigeria's slide and bring our country to a new beginning, then you can't just be blind. If God were standing in front of you like a gorilla, you would not see him. The hand of God is clear in the path that our country is traveling and must travel now. Many have come forward and said to us, we are neither Labour nor ADC, but we are obedient. And today we begin to consolidate the tremendous gains of ADC and the phenomenal achievements of Labour in the last few months with the goodwill of the Nigerian people who know, who feel that enough is enough and that our country deserves a new beginning. And so, this Saturday, we are all at the cusp, at the watershed of history, to make sure that history is made in a way that the children of your children's children will talk about you with pride. It is important that all of us realize that the price of liberty is eternal vigilance. And eternal vigilance means that from today we are going door to door, knocking on our neighbors, checking on their PVCs, ensuring that they are ready to vote, calling them out to vote, and protecting that vote with everything that we have got. The forces of darkness do not sleep, and they are not sleeping. They want to deny the Nigerian people this chance of fresh air, this chance of a new beginning, this chance to end queuing for petrol, queuing for money, queuing for fresh air, queuing for everything. That liberty, long sought by the people, must be grabbed with two hands by ensuring that their shenanigans do not come to play. I heard Dr. Mani Ibrahim speaking as I was coming in and talking about agents. You know, there are those of them who have been going around saying, they don't have agents here and there. Does it not make you feel ashamed about what they stand for? Because they are looking at how they can manipulate the system instead of doing what will make the people vote for them. And so it's all about how to, do what is not right and watching out for those who can prevent them from doing that through the agency system. But we have word for them. On Saturday, from ADC, from Labour Party, from so many support groups, there will be at least 15 people in every polling booth that are standing for a new Nigeria. This vote will be protected, and we shall all watch Nigeria rise again. Because God is ready to heal our land. A new Nigeria is possible. Let's go forward and make it happen. See you on the other side of a new Nigeria. God bless you all.
Thanks for checking out Symphony on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.